Hi, hey, and hello Petal Squad, it's me Blossom and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I make my YouTube thumbnails. So the first step is to download an app called PicsArt, and once that has loaded, make sure to click onto a blank document so we can start from scratch. And then once it's loaded, you can see there's all of these icons at the bottom. So the first icon you need to click on is the one that says fit, and then the correct one to use is 16:9. That's the same size as the YouTube thumbnails, so always go for 16:9 as the ratio. And then you can start by adding your first background. So you can choose from a mixture of backgrounds that the app already gives you, or you can just upload your own photos and then use that as a background instead. So I've chosen this background which I really like, and what I usually do is I go and I click effects, and the reason why I do this is because I like to change it to make the background look a bit smoother. So if you go and click onto where it says artistic, you'll be able to see that there's one filter that says oil painting. Now when you click on oil painting, it makes the picture look a lot smoother, and obviously you can adjust it, so that's what I'm doing now. And now the picture just, I don't know, it just seems to look a little bit smoother. So I always recommend to do that, especially if you're using a picture that maybe is a bit blurry, so you can always make it smoother. So that's the next step. And then once you've finished your background, you can then add your photo. So I'm adding a picture which I've made of my avatar. Now you guys are probably wondering how I actually add this to the picture without the pink background. So all you need to do is press cut, which is one of the icons, and then you can just draw around whichever picture or character you really want. So that's what I'm doing here. And then once you've finished this step and it's all been filled in, obviously leave out the background, you can then press the arrow which is on the top right corner, and I'll show you that in a second. Okay, so once it's filled in, just press the arrow which is in the right hand side, and as you can see I do have some parts of the picture which has stayed in. It's only a little bit, so all you need to do is just click on the eraser and then you can remove any parts that you don't want to add into the picture. So basically what I mean by that is if I was to erase anything that's highlighted in red, then those parts won't be added to the picture, so everything in red is going to be added to my thumbnail but without the background. And I did keep a little bit of the pink at the bottom there, just because I was already going to add a border around it, so it didn't really matter if there was a little bit of pink. And if you want to add your picture back, like certain parts of the picture, then you just need to use the other option which is restore, and then here I'm just making a border around it, and all you need to do for that is click border, and then you can add any colour you like and then adjust it. And I'm also going to be adding some shadows as well. So to do that, all you need to do is click on shadow which is next to the border icon, and then you can just adjust it again until you're happy with how it looks. And then once you're done, you can just go back to the other icons, and then if you click on text, you can then start adding your title. So I'm going to be adding mine now. So this is actually a sneak peek of one of my next videos. So I am going to be showing you guys how I make my videos, as well as this video which is where I'm teaching you how to make the actual thumbnails. So definitely keep an eye out for that. But yeah, as you can see, all of the fonts, they appear at the bottom. Or another way you could do it is by double tapping the text, and it usually brings up all of the fonts. But this part's quite straightforward, I think, because all of the icons are on the screen, so anything that you want to add to your text, you can just do it by following each of the different icons. So you can see that I'm adding a stroke, which basically is just a border around the text, and yeah, I'm just experimenting with all of the different colours. And I also like to add a shadow behind the text as well, because it just helps it stand out a lot more. So I'm going to go ahead and finish my titles, and then I will be back once I've finished. Okay, so this is the text that I'm going to use so far. Now I'm going to add some stickers. So if you just click on the icon below which says sticker, you can find any stickers that you like. And this is how I add other things to my thumbnails. So you can pick anything. And then what I like to do is, again, I like to add a border around them and also a shadow. I don't always add that, but it just kind of depends on the sticker that I've chosen. So I just like to experiment with it until I'm happy with how it looks. And in this case, I actually thought that it looked a lot better with the border, and the shadow just helped it stand out. And also, if you're wondering what this sticker is, it's actually an app called CapCut, which I use to edit my videos. But now I'm going to find one for my screen recorder, since we do actually need that to make the Roblox videos. And then once you find one that you like, you can add it to your thumbnail. Unfortunately, I didn't really like this one, but it was the only option that I had, so I just went ahead and decided to erase some of the outside so that they didn't have the green parts around it. I think it must have been on a green screen. And then I also decided to change the filter, so I used the oil painting filter again because it just made the picture look a lot smoother. And then once I was finished, I just added a border again and some shadows. And yeah, that's literally all I did for this one. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to repeat the same process, but I'm going to be using different stickers. So once I've completely finished all of the stickers that I want to add, I'll come back and then we'll go on to the next step. So I feel like I'm almost finished this step now. I'm quite happy with the stickers and the text. So now we're going to add a border around the whole image. And what you want to do is you just want to click on border, which is on one of the icons at the bottom. And then I just slide all of the, what's it called? I don't know what it's called, but you can see that I'm moving it. So where it says outside, you want to move all of them down and then click on inside and then move it slightly, however thick you want the border to be. And this just gives the whole picture a much smoother edge, which makes it look a lot nicer on your channel as well. And then what you want to do is you want to click on brushes, and you can see we've got all of these options for different brushes that you can use. So the first one is just a normal pen or pencil. The second one is like, it kind of reminds me of dotted lines, so it allows you to draw, but it has like these little gaps in between, but it does actually look quite cool. And the other ones are like, you can have different sparkles, you can have flowers, stars, like basically any effects, and you can just like brush it all over your thumbnail, and it just makes it look a lot nicer. And you don't have to do this part, but I just like to add some sparkles, and I've also added some arrows here, and I did use the second type of brush, which is the dotted, well, I guess you could say dotted lines. But yeah, so I'm just adding the arrows now, and then after that I'm going to be adding the sparkles, as well as some flowers as well, possibly. And yeah, that is literally all that I do for my thumbnails. I feel like that's pretty much it. I don't think there's anything else I need to explain. Obviously, don't forget to save it, and to save it you just have to click apply, and then rather than tapping on next, you want to tap on the one that's in the middle, which has an arrow facing down, and this allows you to save your picture to your device, and that is literally all you have to do. I know it may seem like it's a lot. I try to break it down as much as I can, and I feel like overall this app is really useful, and it's definitely good for when you're just starting out on your channel or you're a beginner, because this is the app that I've always used. Like, my thumbnails have definitely improved over time, I think, but they were never like this before. They were still pretty good for what I had and the experience that I had, which wasn't a lot. So yeah, this is definitely a pretty good app that I definitely recommend. But yeah, I really hope that this video has helped you guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and definitely let me know if there's any other questions that you have. Like, if you have any questions based on this video, just put them down in the comments down below, and I will try my best to answer them all. And yeah, I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye! Bye 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 bye!